Things That Go Bugs in the Night is the second segment of the third episode of the first season of Baby Looney Tunes. And in this one, Bugs is being a little bit bossy because he's 2 months older than everybody else. And Granny decides that while she has something to do, she puts Bugs in charge, which initially seemed like a weird decision because she was basically rewarding his bad behavior. But actually, it showed Bugs that when you are in charge and you think that you'll get to boss everybody around, that also means that you have to be the brave one because they hear something outside and he's not entirely sure what it is. Will Bugs be able to find the courage to be in charge, protect everybody else, and work out what the noise is? I won't answer that question, of course, but I think it's a nice lesson in stepping up if you are in charge, and also maybe realizing that everybody else has their own opinions and preferences, and you don't get to boss everybody around. It's a decent message for anybody of any age, but also particularly ideal for the target audience, because especially if a lot of children are only children and they go to school and they're not used to other children being around them, it might seem natural for them to boss people around, to have things their way, because that's what they're used to as an only child. And also, I feel like a lot of children do think they're in charge if they're the oldest, which is just nonsense. But I thought it was a nice narrative. It developed very well. The animation is, of course, very good. I wasn't entirely sure where it was going when Granny put Bugs in charge, but it definitely took a decent direction, and everything seemed to make a lot of sense. So Things That Go Bugs in the Night is a pretty decent episode. One with a really, really important message for anybody. You can't boss people around, and if you're in charge, you have to take responsibility. But one that I think is, in particular, quite important for the younger target audience.